Welcome back to freshly picked Tingle's Rosy Rupeeland, a game that has me thinking about something. Now that we have the Great Deku Tree here, where does this game fall in the Zelda timeline? I actually been doing some studies on it, and the results will kinda shock you. We'll cover that a little bit later. Welcome back to the Deku Temple. Previously, we entered it. It seems like the Deku Tree has problems with things living inside him. I mean, Ocarina of Time, he had Goma, and now we got some kind of strange plant mini-bosses. And all of these things just hanging out inside of him. It's a big Deku Tree party. If you touch those pink things, you'll be knocked backwards. Like that! And it doesn't seem to work on Mighty Muscles. Oh well. Even though he's kind of feeling out of it right now. Luckily, I packed along some Tinglies, just for the situation. Come here, come and get this. I'm gonna need a lot stronger Tinglies, though, because that doesn't heal him up for too much. Right down here is a special chest. Look at it, it's green! What could be in here? This is the Deku Tree's life savings. Everything he saved to protect the forest. Now it belongs to us, which just happens to be every single bit of rupees that I just given him before I entered the temple. See? That's the reason why I did it. That's why I was so generous. I knew I was getting those back. That means the Deku Tree has nothing. He doesn't even get that toll gate thing. And look at that! That rock looks shiny. You, go break it. This is what large bodyguards can do. They smash rocks. And these, of course, lead to more rupee goods. This rupee good is the Rupee Tree. We'll be seeing these rupee goods when I finish this dungeon, don't you worry. And also, some bonus pots. There's no bonus pots in the room where I used Smith to unlock the gate back into Pirate Dungeon now. I don't think so. Of course, there's that thing again, just in case you hate yourself and want to leave this dungeon. Why would you want to leave this awesome dungeon for? I stayed for the Saria music, but I feel like leaving for the ambush rooms. And this one's a little bit different. You've got to kill all the enemies in this room, and they'll light up those orbs. But if you kill all three of them at once, you've already solved the puzzle. Basically, it's just a completely different variation on the kill everything room. And that's it. That's all you get. I guess if you kill them individually, they'll respawn and you have to find out which one's which, but other than that, it's just the same thing. Now we have to get this thing out of our way. Good old Zelda puzzle. If it has a crack on it, throw a bomb at it. And we're into this room again. Be careful, there's spikes. I learned that the hard way playing it the first time. I didn't realize there were spikes here because there's no indicators to tell me as such. Let's get rid of these right now. They're just gonna shoot at me anyway. And I do like how the bodyguards double as a shield for you. They'll bat away enemy projectiles. I think we've seen it with Smith a few times too. And he does it awesomely. This smells like a mini-boss room. This is why I like this dungeon. Not only does it have pretty good music that references other Zelda games, it's actually pretty short in the long run. Just a little puzzle room and then you get a mini-boss. Just the way I like it in my Zelda games. Luckily, I think they learned their lesson too in, what was it called? Link Between Worlds. This guy's poison is a little bit different. It's sticky. He shoots like spider silk at you, which will snag you instead of poison you or explode you. Of course, you need your bodyguard to knock yourself out of it if you get stuck though. And yes, it is spider silk or some kind of sticky residue, not anything else. Get your mind out of the gutter, seriously. And some groovy music to help with his passing. I love how all the bodyguards have their own music. See, even destroyed it on the off-screen. But instead of cutting it out like I did the last one, time to talk about that thing I was mentioning earlier. Yeah, the Zelda history compared to this game. My discoveries have concluded that this is officially the earliest Zelda game in the entire lineup, even though it's a spin-off game. Why? Because of other Tingle references I found in games. Skyward Sword is supposed to be the first game in the Hyrule Historia. And if you look in Zelda's room, you find a Tingle doll. So, not only is he known of, he's actually adored. He's kind of legend to them or something like that. So we got that going on. In Minish Cap, of course, Tingle shows up, and he has brothers. So I'm beginning to think that Tingle is reincarnated somehow. We haven't seen any brothers in Majora's Mask or this game, of course. Also, we don't see his brothers until, you know, after Wind Waker. That's the last time we hear of them again. And then we get kind of into those history splits. You know, the Oracle of Ages. He's an upgrader, and he sells things to you. He gives you charts. But he's never seen again in that storyline. In the Fallen Hero era, he's gone because of the Golden Age, perhaps. No need for Tingle. I guess that would be his second reincarnation right there. In the Young Link era, where it has Majora's Mask and Four Swords, of course we have the Fairy Obsessed Tingle. And in Four Swords, Tingle robs your rupees if you leave him alone for too long. But enough for that for right now. We have a dark room, filled with those horn enemies. Do you hear that? I don't hear a thing. I know when I rendered the video before, I could actually hear the horn, but for some reason, I can't. I don't know what's with that. It's the emulator, but for some reason the video is picking it up. It's pretty awesome. But we're gonna have to roam around this area and avoid enemies, avoid horns. But right up here, there's a red bush that we could climb, and it leads down to these guys down here. But we're going to need another vine. So we gotta turn on the lights for a little while. And we get a green vine right here. Now it's Sophie's choice. We got 2 chests here. This chest contains 1,000 rupees. The other chest is kind of a cheat, but I'm gonna show you it anyway, just so you know what I mean. It's another mimic! Well, mimics are kind of nice in this game. And this guy's asking for at least 200 rupees. 200 rupees for what? 500 rupees? 1 billion rupees? The end of this game early? No, actually he offers us some ancient coins. Now, if you remember, ancient coins sell for 50. This guy gives us 3 ancient coins. So we actually lost money on this venture. That's 150 rupees worth of coins. And guess what? I've tried finagling him down, like using save states. He won't take anything less than 200 rupees. So he's cheating you. Do not mess with that mimic unless you really want to lose 50 rupees. Which, of course, isn't that much rupees anyway. But that's not the area we need to go. We gotta keep on heading in this area, avoiding horns when we can. We need to find a way to open that gate, but we need to find a different light source because we can't jump down from where those chests were. So we're gonna have to enter this area. And of course, there's another ambush. Okay, you black banelings, get the heck out of here. Nobody wants you around, not even the Great Deku Tree. He actually invited me in to destroy you. That's how much he cares about you. None. None whatsoever. I care about money, so I'm gonna open up these pots before I even touch that switch. There we go. Now we can go and deal with that gate, but I'm going to head all the way back to the entrance of this room, because there's a chest we could get to now. I swear I can make music with these guys. Okay, now the audio is disappearing again on the horns. They're silent horns, they're kind of like dog whistles. I guess they're only at a frequency Tingles can hear. And there's 640 rupees right up here. Make sure you grab every single rupee. It is Tingle's Rosy Rupeeland. It's not Tingle's Rosy Nothing Land. There's no such thing as that. Now we gotta bring our bodyguard up here. Make sure he's not snagged on anything, because we're going to use a very special trick. If we turn that thing, it spawns a little pink guy right down there. And if we go down to kill him, he's just going to respawn after a while. So a better alternative is to wedge him up into here somehow. So he bumps into Tingle instead of flies off. And he'll pretty much do what a bodyguard's supposed to do. Block bullets for me. And I could solve this gate easily. Right before I get nailed by a plant bullet. A seed bullet. These plants are kind of the ancestors of Plants vs. Zombies, I suppose. This is a pea shooter's great-great-great aunt. And now she is dead. A he's sure it won't be boring to stay. But at least we can finally get to the final mini-boss. And then we can talk a little bit more about Tingle. Everybody's just on the edge of their seat waiting for that. It's time to battle with the final Vine boss. Purple Vine. Just like before, we're going to be throwing its poison right back at it. And this guy spits out regular poison pods. They'll do exactly what they do to Tingle when those poisonous mushrooms spray him. He'll get dizzy and kind of confused. He feels a little strange by Earthbound standards. Actually, yep, see, there it is right there. I was going to talk about mushroomization, and guess what happened? I got mushroomized. In the worst way. No! I must throw this! Oh, that was close. Case in point, maybe you want to fight the enemies. Luckily, they don't spawn more and more of them. I think there's the same amount of enemies in every room. But that's it. More about Tingle. Where did I stop? Oh, right, Majora's Mask and Four Swords. Yeah, Tingle is kind of an antagonist in Four Swords when you think about it. He steals your power gems, or whatever they are. Probably thinks they're rupees. And in the Adult Link era, of course, there's plenty of Tingle. We got Wind Waker, where he's making maps, and we got his brothers coming back again, which kind of misses with my reincarnation thing. Also, we got the Phantom Hourglass, which I believe Tingle's wanted in that one. He's a criminal. I guess it's because of his rupee addiction, or maybe they just plain don't like Tingle. Yeah, well. And in Spirit Tracks, there's actually a statue of him, and a portrait in somebody's house. So he goes from being a criminal to being, like a god, maybe? Someone that's worshipped, kind of like a saint? A saint of rupees. Oh well, maybe he redeemed himself between Phantom Hourglass and Spirit Tracks. I think Tingle is reincarnating just like Link. I mean, we get the origin story here, and then he appears in several different timelines. Oh no, the Life Dew. It doesn't look so great. It's been polluted. Looks like your septic tank is backed up or something. Have you considered a better water filtration? Maybe a switch will solve it. Nope, that just opens your ultimate treasure door. Well, Deku Tree, sorry about that Life Dew and all that, but I'm just gonna go ahead and raid your giant chest. What's the worst that could happen? We can bottle up this Life Dew, but it's kind of poisoned and not worth it to anybody. I might as well show that off just for the heck of it, because it's fun. Look at Tingle. He's doing something sneaky with this bottle. Like grabbing dirty water. Well, that's just great. What am I going to do with this? Toss it away. That's what I'm going to do with it. Get that out of my bottle. Now I'm going to have to rinse that out. Jeez. Alright, clearly there can't be a boss in here. We've already taken care of them all. We cleaned up the Deku Tree. But I was wrong! Oh, so wrong. Now all three mini-bosses have combined into one. They become one giant boss. The Tricolor Flower Bana Bana. Or Bana Bana, I'm not sure how they pronounce these things. Pinkle's gonna tell us all about it. It is ugly and scary. And it's polluted the Life Dew. Now we're gonna have to destroy him, using the tactics that we learned in our mini-bosses. They're gonna spit out poison pods just like usual, but we're gonna need that thing to launch us at Bana Bana. And then you just aim Tingle for the correct color. It's pretty much match the colors thing now. But you're gonna have to wait for the right color if you're gonna want to destroy these guys in the right order. And also, you can't always grab a poison pod because they'll explode before that thing pops out. But it's awesome Saria music, though. This game has 2 good remixes of Saria's song. Luckily, I'm immune to explosions when that happens. Alright, what happens if you get it wrong? What if I feed purple to a yellow? That happens. Actually, if you get launched without a spore, and you land in one of the mouths, they'll chomp down on Tingle and do a lot more damage than what happened right there. I don't want to do that. I just wanted to show what happens if you get the colors wrong, which is not much of anything. We got plenty of life. Alright, time to take care of this yellow before it's too late. By too late, I mean this boss taking way too long. Probably the only downside of this dungeon. But at least it's gonna move a little bit quicker because we just taken out yellow. And I did a little bit of damage to red on the offside too. Speaking of which, let's take care of him. It's a little repetitive, but where is Zelda without a little bit of a repetitious boss? What other bosses are kind of like that? I'm trying to think of them. There's just so many. I guess Goat is kind of a repetitious boss. Ah, here we go. I just got launched without a thing. If you aim for the middle, he'll just get pushed away. Don't aim for one of the mounts. Ah, let me go! This boss is already taken way too... Oh no, that's bad. You see how much damage that did? Be careful of that springy thing, unless you want to get launched and do a lot of damage to Tingle. Maybe hide back here. Send your bodyguard after it for a while. I want to make sure that I am loaded before I'm launched. Alright, good news, folks. The boss is almost dead, but the bad news is this music's gonna end, which is kind of terrible. Come on, spit that purple. Spit that purple so I can feed it to you. One downside to bosses that take too long to kill. I'm running out of things to talk about. I mean, I could talk about what's on the screen. Hey, look, there's spiky balls. Aren't spiky balls fun? Leave your best impressions of Spiky Ball. Okay, now I'm a little bit disappointed because I did so great at this before. And now I'm a little bit irritated. Come on, shoot more spores. I want to end this boss already. You know you're gonna die. Tingle's the protagonist, after all. 2 more shots and this guy is done for. Yes, I know I'm rambling. But trust me, at least this boss is almost over. And we can collect all the rupees. And we can move on with our day. Some other time. I'm still kind of a little flabbergasted about that whole Hyrule Historia thing. I didn't expect to find such interesting stuff about Tingle. Like how much he loves rupees. Grab every single rupee. Mighty Muscles, you left a whole bunch. Ah, jeez, I'm gonna fire you after this. Oh well, at least we got them all. Time for more rupees and another super rupee. You know it's coming. 9,000 rupees is the maximum for this dungeon. And we get the green super rupee, which I bet is plant-based in some way. I'm gonna go ahead and call it the leaf super rupee. Yes, I did. That took a lot longer than I expected. I didn't like that. Ugh. But come to think of it, this jungle has a bug problem, and we fought a plant boss. I don't think that solved our bug problem at all. I didn't see a single bug in this dungeon. Maybe Jungler was just afraid of bugs, and he thought they were the ultimate evil, when really they were just bugs. No fade out for us yet, though, because there's more. It's time to finally use one of these super rupees. What can it possibly do to the water? Besides the obvious, purify it! The life dew is all better again! That means we could bottle it up and save the prince. It's been purified. How did you do that, Tingle? Why can't you wield the other super rupees like that and solve all your problems? Alright, we got the idea. Let's go ahead and bottle that up. Last thing we're gonna do today is bottle up some life dew and give it to the prince. But I got a heck of a lot of bottles here. You know what? You deserved another Tingly for all the jobs you were doing. There you go. And then I'm going to fill all of these bottles with life dew. But maybe I should do that another time. I could always come back and fill this up. But might as well get it out of the way now. Maybe I should talk about a little bit more about Tingle. Like his reincarnations. Why is Tingle being reincarnated, if that's really what's going on here? What use is Tingle to the Hyrule universe? The balance of nature, that is courage, wisdom, power, and, I don't know, rupees? The power of rupees? They're ever present. They're in every Zelda game. They're coming out of the plants and you can dig them up out of the ground and enemies are bleeding them. Maybe rupees are actually important for something. Maybe Tingle's the hero of rupees. Ever think about that? Maybe there's another piece of the Triforce you just don't know about, and it's actually the Quad Force, and that is the Triforce of Rupee. And it's made out of rupees. And it turns things into rupees, that's its power. Maybe Tingle is the carrier of the Triforce of Rupee. Most of the time, he's either gathering some kind of gem, like in Four Swords Adventures, or he's trying to sell maps or other services to make rupees. So, maybe he never really makes it to Rupeeland. Maybe this is all one big punk. I mean, why would we need more rupees? Why would Tingle need more rupees if he is in Rupeeland? Let's not think about that right now. Let's just move on with our day. Save a Deku Prince. Get a reward. You know there's gonna be one. Alright, buddy. I know what perks you up. Tingly! Nah, let's not waste a Tingly. We know the answer. Oh no, I threw it too far! Why can't you absorb that? I wasted a life too. Oh well, point blank it this time. There we go. Maybe he needed a double shot to feel all better. He's recovered! The Deku Prince is fine! And he must protect the forest as well. It's time for a tag team. It is a relief. And I'm so very grateful for you for such a great dungeon. And some weird speculation into Hyrule's history. Now the time has arrived to get more rupees! Oh no. Don't do that! I didn't get my reward yet! Yes, it won't do it all. Hey, how about a little compensation here? I just purged you of enemies and saved your son. You'll reward us properly now. Time to get some rupees off the Great Deku Tree. I want 6,000 rupees from you. That'll suffice. 6,000 rupees for reviving the Deku Prince. That's the most you could get off him. Now you can die properly. I bet those rupees were weighing down your soul. So, you may pass on now, Deku Tree. And thus the first Deku Tree of the Zelda series passes on to the afterlife, leaving all his responsibility for his heir. It's kind of sad, especially if this heir grows up to deal with Navi. She's really annoying. I'm sorry, man. So, what are you gonna do now? Your father's dead. Tingle has an idea. Tingle suggests that all of the forest pay Tingle 2,000 rupees a month for protection money. I expect it in 30 days. Have a good day. Next time on Freshly Picked Tingle's Rosy Rupeeland, we're finally done the first continent. But there's some secrets left laying around here. We'll take care of them. Good night, folks.